guys, welcome back to Meathead Coding. In the last video we pumped up our coding muscles with data types and operators. Today we're going to keep flexing those coding biceps by learning about control flow statements. These statements allow us to control the order in which our code is executed, and they're essential for writing programs that make decisions and repeat actions. Are you ready to get threaded with some coding knowledge? So the first control statement we're going to cover is the if statement. This statement is like a decision-making machine that executes code if a certain condition is met. Here's an example of how to use if statements in JavaScript. So we're going to bring back the good old variable squat weight, one of the more important ones that many people regret, that they do not consider. So squat weight equals 225. Now, if squat weight is greater or equal to 225, console.log. Okay, console.log your lifting height of the day boat, semicolon. So the string, your lifting height of the day boat. Okay, so that's the if statement. Now you might think, oh, that's the end of it. We made an if statement. But no, there's also the else statement, which is important. Okay, it's here. So you see this runs right now, but let's say it's not 225. Let's say it's 224. Then nothing prints out. So what can we do about that? Well, we could have it be where nothing prints out, but you could also have alternatives. So we're putting it back to 225 for now. Else time to add more weight to the bar. Okay, so it still says you're lifting heavy today because it's 225, but let's put it down to 224. Time to add more weight to the bar. So what this does is it filters between these two options. You could also add more else statements. Those would be if else statements, or else if statements specifically. But in this example right here, we're using the example, the if statement that check if the squat weight here, also here, is greater or equal to 225, listed right here. If it is, we output your lifting heavy today to the console. If it's not, pathetic squat, it outputs time to add more weight to the bar instead. Okay, so be that as it may, I'm going to add one more. console.log. Wait to the bar. Okay, so we're just going to test this out quick. Okay, so we're going to put 224 time that we're way to the bar, and then let's do 199. Pathetic. So, also don't let this demotivate you. If you can't squat 200 yet, that's okay. You'll get there, promise you. But anyways, back to the coding. And now the next control flow statement we're going to look at is loops. Loops are like cardio machines at the gym. They allow us to repeat a block of code multiple times. There are several types of loops in JavaScript, but the most common ones are for loops, used to loop through a block of code for a specified number of times. While loops, used to loop through a block of code while a specified condition is true. So bringing back Boolean values. If it reaches a Boolean of true, then it stops looping for a while loop. Do while loops. Similar to while loops, but the code block is executed at least once, even if the condition is false. And here's an example of how to use a for loop in JavaScript. For variable I equals 1. I is less or equal to 10. I plus plus. And we'll be learning more what that means later on. Console.log. I complete. In this example, we're using a loop to output rep adds complete to the console 10 times or adds the current value of the I variable. So as you see, it did output 10 times if you look over there. Okay, but then what if we change it? Are you wondering how many times it will output? Let's say we change it to 5. Then it will output 5 times. 2 times. It will output 2 times. We could also do 100 if we really want to. That's really unnecessary, but you can. At least unnecessary in this case. There are plenty of reasons to do it in natural coding, but that is what that does. And there'll be more explanation in how it does that later on. But great job, Meatheads. You learned about control flow statements and how they allow us to make decisions and repeat code. Keep practicing with these concepts and you'll be able to write programs that you can do more complex tasks. Stay tuned for more Meathead coding videos. Lift hard, code harder. Peace out, bros.